What is crack-a-lackin', you guys? Tonight's plan is pretty simple. We're just gonna hit some pontoons and docks with some soft plastics, and hopefully we can pull some big ones out. Alrighty, hopefully the wind doesn't interfere with us too much. Got a little bit of that going on, but literally just gonna skip some yum dingers underneath some docks. Hopefully you get something to chew. Man, we're drifting fast. That sucks. Alrighty. She is really howling out here this afternoon, so we're gonna have to do what we can as far as that goes. But hopefully, if we position ourselves wisely, we won't really have to worry about it. Oh, we got eaten, bro. Come on now. Had a feeling about that. Oh man, he's really pulling on me. Oh, shoot. That's actually a bigger fish. Get out of those weeds, pal. Man. Come on now. I knew this was a good fish, but I didn't know he was that chunky, dude. My drag's slipping on me. He's getting all up in those weeds. Oh, that's a stud. Shoo! That right there is what I'm talking about. Probably 3 pounds, maybe a little under. Absolute chunk. Absolutely swallowed it. Alright, it feels excellent to smack a fat cruiser like that. Awesome. I'm about to lose my paddle, but it doesn't really matter. Awesome, awesome fish. Easily the fattest one I've caught on my trip here. Well, that was epic. I figured I'd flip over by that grass without standing up, because I know a lot of times when I'm standing up, paddling around, or I do just stand up after I get to a spot I'm gonna fish, I'll spook quite a bit of bass that are just schooling along in the shallows and stuff like that, or hanging out around the weeds. So go figure, that worked extremely well. All right, I had to switch up to the Exo stick here just because that bass threw my last Senko into a wormhole of grass, but this should still work just as well. Oh, he just ate, bro. What is I was losing my paddle, bro. That's another good fish, man. Not as big as the last one, but still a studly fish. Actually, maybe he is as big as the last one, or about the same size. Of course he shook off. No, he didn't shake off the worm. No, he did. Oh, he's hacking up all sorts of stuff. What the? What are you hacking up, bro? Thought he was throwing my worm, but he's like hacking up chunks of nightcrawler. Definitely not as big as that last one, but still another great fish. I reckon he's got a bit of a underbite. So we'll just send him right back in there. Give him the slip. Dude, this afternoon cannot get off to any better start than it already is. I mean, the wind's been rough, but the fishing has been excellent. Man, that last dock, there was probably like 2 or 3 of them just all rushed out at this worm right here. It's unbelievable the amount of fish a simple stick bait hooked right in the center will catch. The only thing is that you really want to try to hook it so that it's balanced. That way it falls perfectly horizontal. And when it falls perfectly horizontal, the 2 ends just kind of flap a little bit as it sinks. And that's really the action that makes the wacky rig so great. It's just super subtle action. You don't even have to move it. The only thing I do to move it is if I'm in the weeds, or just giving it a quick pop or a drag upwards just to keep it from laying on the bottom. Oh, that's a good fish. He's hanging right out underneath this boat here. There's a couple of them. He ate. Not the one I was looking at, but another good one. Come on now. Get out of there, son. Man, these fish, they just dog you, man. I haven't had too many fish jump. I've just been having them pull and dig as hard as they can. Okay, don't shake that, bud. We'll get you unhooked here shortly. Yes, sir. Another good fish. Quite slanky, but generally the fish underneath these docks are like that. Alrighty. I may or may not have already crashed into this dock because of the wind, but we'll see if we can pull anything out of here still. I'll make a cast over here. That'll probably be better. Dang, he took the worm. That was a big rock bass. Like, I'm talking probably 11 inches, 10 inches. What? How'd that happen? He took my whole rig. Okay. Well, that sucks. Alrighty, hang on before we keep moving here. Oh, I'm already eating. That's the second time. That's the second time in a row. We've just been straight up chewed upon. Alrighty, I've broken off twice here. I'm down to my last exo stick, but it was at the bottom of the bag, so it is unbelievably greasy and smelly. So I'm gonna try, that was a horrible skip. I'm gonna try to get underneath this bad boy and really try to pull something out here. Because I didn't realize it, but the last time I threw underneath of here, I heard something hit the surface, and I realized when it was too late that it was actually an absolute stud of a bass that hit it just as soon as the bait landed. Man, that dude that owns that dock, unbelievably chill. He actually came out, he was like, yeah, just like, you could come right up on the dock if you need to. So that'd be easier. So I really appreciate that. He was talking about catching like a over 40-inch pike off that dock, which is nuts. That's a big pike, dude. That's like starting to get close to Canadian style. We have a huge school of fish down there. There's like 3 rock bass. Easily like 3 rock bass, and one of them's probably about a foot long. That's nuts. There, oh, we just missed him. I don't even know what that was, but he jacked me up pretty bad, didn't he? Just gave me the slightest bit of tip wrap, bro. Man, what even is that, dude? It's gotta be a rock bass or something. There's only one major fish that will come after your lure time after time. It doesn't even matter if you actually hooked the fish and it came off. It's gonna be the rock bass. This dock looks like utmost juice. Yes, sir, right there. There he is. Oh, he just came off. Dang. Let's see if there's any more down there. That is a huge school of perch. I mean, none of them are over 6 inches long, but there was probably like 2 or 3 dozen of them. Stock is a little low, but let's see what we can do. There he is. Most acrobatic fish of the day. Definitely not the biggest though. Just a small fry. Slip that little turd back in there. Ooh, my favorite. Skipping down the front of a pontoon. Really can't get better than that. Oh, we got whacked and we got followed out. I'm gonna skip in there one more time. See if anything wants to eat. No biggie though, that was just a dinky little rock bass. Alrighty, I'm starting to see a lot more active bass than I did earlier. So I think it's time to start throwing a little more blindly instead of targeting docks. I guess we'll give it a shot here. Big rock bass. Not a giant, and he's gotten some damage done to his jaw right there. Not a giant, but a solid rock bass. Slipping back in there. There he is. Not a big bass, but a fun one, just like the rest of them. Can't believe I managed to sight fish this guy. He was just chilling there. Put the whack on him. Losing paddle here. Oh my gosh, unbelievably. I don't know if you can see that, but there is a huge school of sunfish underneath this. Alrighty, another nice bass. There you go, buddy. I kid you guys not, there is probably a school of 50 or more pumpkin seeds, and I'd probably have to say a half of them, or a good portion of them, are about the same size as my hand. That is crazy cool right there. Man, some of them are just especially big, dude. And I'll tell you one thing, there really isn't a harder fighting panfish to catch on an ultralight rod than a pumpkin seed. They hit and go harder and fight harder than any other fish their size in freshwater. Like, it is unreal. We are seriously putting a beat down on these fish tonight. Might even need to try on a topwater, just because of how active these fish are right now. All right, I gotta get heading back to get some grub, so I decided to finish off the night with a little bit of topwater. We're just gonna be throwing a spook in the shallows. I've already gotten a few blow-ups when my camera was off, but I'm hoping we can get some eats and get one or two of these guys to stick. There he is. Not a big bass, being chased by a bass double his size. Looks like you might have missed just a little bit there, pal. Just ever so slightly. Ah, well, he came off nice and easy. Right there. That's a good bass. I mean, they've all been good. Don't get me wrong, man, but this feels decently chunky. Oh yeah, no question, dude. That is a chunky fish. Hopefully he doesn't throw on me. Well, he choked it, so moment of truth here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is a chunk. Man, absolutely choked that spook, man. He wasn't coming off of there. Alrighty, bucko. Thanks for playing. Make sure he gets a good release. Kicks off strong. Sweet. Guess second topwater fish of the night. I don't really know how much I want to count that first one. He didn't even really eat it. That guy choked it, man. He had the whole bait in his mouth when I reeled him in. Yeah, I've really been enjoying this Head & Zara puppy spook. I have no idea who was in charge of naming this thing, but it catches fish. And you can get it at Walmart, so it's a double win, because most people have Walmarts in their area. That was just the most nonchalant slurp ever. Oh, we need to get around that dock, man. He might not even be on anymore. Oh man. He's still on there. Get out of there. Holy criminy. That's a stud. Hope these people don't mind me getting on their docks for a second. I don't like doing it, but alrighty, well that was rough. He's not even as big as that one, but a healthy fish right there. Alrighty, a pretty rough landing there, but another studly fish. Man, he is angry. Holy cow. Go take a chill pill, my guy. Alright, we're gonna wrap it up. I need food. Gotta head back and get some grub. I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I really do. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.